So what was that like watching that?
That was really special. Obviously, um, a lot of emotions just from where it all began to where we are right now. So a lot of great memories um, through hockey, obviously with my family. So just uh, it just makes me feel grateful for what's happened in the last 15 years.
Go back to that day you were drafted. What would you want to tell that Travis Zajac about what's in store for him over the next close to 20 years?
Um, I couldn't stop staring at my streaks in my hair, to be honest. So I'd tell him streaks are not cool. But I would just say you would never imagine where your life would have taken you, and
Mm-hmm.
um, to be able to play 1,000 games, to be play for the New Jersey Devils, uh, you know, grow up having 3 kids, married to my beautiful wife. It's just like I said, there's so many great memories that's happened to me here in Jersey, and um, you you just feel nothing but blessed.
You've been around this room for a long time with all different iterations of the team. Do you remember a retirement of a player that really hit you from your past teams, and just sort of the idea that like this is what you're going through now?
Um, well, yeah, you're there for when Marty retires, when Patty retires, guys that you played with, and uh, those guys obviously mean so much to this organization, and uh, so you're there, but you never really think about it as a player during that time. You think you're gonna play forever, uh, but then time flies. It really does. So you have to enjoy it, and here we are now, where kind of my time has come to say goodbye.
When were you certain that this was the right decision for you?
Well, to be honest, I've been thinking about it for a while. I think after the season, just took some time off, and really kept taking time off and taking time off, and I'm like, uh, I just didn't have an urge to come back and train and be on the ice, and uh, I don't want to say I never felt a love with the game of hockey, but I would say I fell out of love with what it takes to keep playing, and the work that has to go in, the sacrifices that are made. Uh, I think after a couple months, I came to a decision where it's for me. Being able to step away and be around my family, be around my kids, be involved in sports and school, uh, be able to hang out with my wife again. That that had a bigger impact on my life, and that's when I knew I you know I I wanted to step away from the game.
Not everyone gets the chance to make that decision, right? Like some people are forced into retirement, whether it's injury or circumstances. For you to be able to make this decision knowing it's the right time for you and your family, does that give you a sense of peace but also an excitement about what your life might look like away from the daily activity of the game?
Yeah, I feel very fortunate to be able to walk away, um, you know, healthy, healthy body, healthy mind, um, healthy relationship with my family. So those are the things I feel very, like I said, grateful for. And then obviously what the future brings. Like I said, being able to uh, get back to being a dad, and driving the kids to hockey, being involved in all their sports, helping out with homework, carpooling, whatever it is. I feel like I still have a sense of a purpose, and that's what I'm really happy about.
You sign this 1-day contract, right? Because you make the decision to waive your no trade clause to go to the Islanders, which actually we'll start there. Was that an easy but a hard decision in a way, given the circumstances and how long you had been putting on this jersey for?
Yeah, it was. It was a tough decision. I think looking back, I wanted one more, another chance to try and win. And to be honest, it's not. I always thought I'd come back and play another year or whatever it was with New Jersey. But after the season ended, I just didn't have that competitiveness, that fire in me to keep going, and this is where we are.
You're not a guy who likes showmanship. You're not a guy who likes particular interviews like this, but you make the decision with your family and with Fitzy to sign a 1-day contract to retire as a New Jersey Devil, not just retire as a hockey player, and going into like the NHL Alumni Association. Why was that a significant moment for you, if it was? And because you don't strike me as that type of guy, why did you want to do that for you?
Well, to be honest, this is my home. Jersey's my home. It's where my kids were born. It's where my family grew up. It's where my wife went to graduate school. So this is the life my family knows. It's been part of the New Jersey Devils organization, this team, this family. So it meant a lot for me to be able to come back and be part of this community again, and I'm very grateful Tom agreed to it, and I'm happy where the future takes me.
Did you feel weird about like making that decision in a way? Like, yeah, I want to do this little piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, it just felt right to come back and end my career here. This, like I said, this organization has given me so much. They believed in me from when I was first drafted, and there's just so many special people, coaches, managers, teammates that have impacted my life. That for me, I had to come back here and do that.
I've always considered you, in my time here, this branch between, especially after Andy left, this branch between, the old generation, and like the new generation that's now taking over with the Nikos and the Jacks and the Ty Smiths and Mackenzie. What do you hope your few years working with some of these guys has impact, like how that has impacted them, and what you want them to know about what it means to take this franchise forward?
Yeah, I just want them to, realize how lucky they are to play for this this team, to wear the Devils logo. Make sure they know, they are role models and how they represent this community, the organization, and to have fun, but to take it seriously. It's my job here was just to help them learn how to be a pro, how to compete, how to respect your teammates on and off the ice, the people that work at the rink. It's all one big family, and I want to make sure that they, like I said, they're grateful for that and represent this team the right way.
How do you hope? Let's go the fan route. How do you hope the fan base remembers who Travis Zajac and what he gave to this club?
Well, I hope they I hope they see me as a player that, you know, competed every night, left it on the ice, never cheated the game, and played the right way and did everything he could to be a good team player and help this team win. So I feel very, like I said, I keep using the word, but fortunate to play in front of these fans and to be part of their community now is very humbling.
What do you? I like that part of there. Yeah, because you will now be a fan. You won't be playing the games. Have you thought about maybe? You know, the season is right around the corner. When that first Devils game comes on, whether it's preseason or regular season, we can say regular season, and you've been injured before and you've watched games on TV, but with always that knowledge that you're going to go and be back there on the ice. Have you thought maybe about what that moment might be like to turn on the TV for the first time and see guys who you played with the last couple of years out there? And
Yeah, there'll definitely be some mixed emotions, I'm sure. You know, but I'm leaving the game in a good spot. Uh, and for me, I'm excited about the future. I'm ready for the next chapter in my life, and I've made some good friends. I've had a lot of good memories that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. But you know, like you said, I'm ready to be a fan now of this team and cheer them on.
Trav, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it, and I know that you've meant a lot to this franchise and will continue to. So, thank you for doing this, and best of luck, you know, on carpools and homework.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for